Hello everybody, welcome back to �ฑ𝘬𝘵𝘬𝘴. Today we have a new deck for you called the Cloak Party featuring our Wormadam from Brilliant Stars. We have the Minccino Anger doing 30 base damage for only 2 colorless plus 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. So how do we discard our Pokemon cards? We have our ability Cinccino Make Do to discard a card, draw 2 cards for each Cinccino you have in play. We have our Mad Party card as well, T-Break, discard a Mad Party card from your hand to draw 2 cards with this ability. So we're playing only 3 copies of Cinccino and 3 Minccinos, but we have 4 copies of the Polteageist just because we want to be using Mad Party for this deck, attacking with Mad Party, doing 20x damage for each Mad Party card in the discard pile. So our main attacker is basically Bunnelby or Polteageist. We can attack with Polteageist, but we only have 3 copies of Sinistea in this deck, so we are intending on evolving up to 4 or even 5 Cinccino / Polteageist to be able to draw a lot of cards every single turn and discard Pokemon cards from our hand with those abilities. We also have 2 copies of Zoroark and Zorua to transform into either Cinccino, Polteageist, or even our attacking Wormadam. So we are playing 4 different types here: Grass, Fighting, Metal type, and also Psychic to help us target 4 different types of weakness, doing double damage against V cards that are those specific types. So if they play Arceus, we can use Wormadam Sandy Cloak to do twice as much damage. If they play Dark types, we can use the Plant Cloak to do double the damage. We can also use our Metal against Ice types or against Fairy types like 𝘈𝘵𝘵𝘵𝘢 VMAX to do double the damage with Minccino Anger, multiplied by 2 after adding 10 plus damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. We also get to do that 30 base damage. We can even do 30 extra damage if we have that Choice Belt attached to this card, but we're not playing that tool card. So this deck is playing instead a lot of Pokemon cards to help us do as much damage as fast as possible. So we have a lot of optional attackers for this deck. We can use Bunnelby to attack, we can use Wormadam, we can even transform to another Polteageist with our Zoroark Phantom transformation. So we don't need to play Rod for this deck. All we need to do is use Make Do and our T-Break as many times as we can, summon as many copies of our basic Minccino and Sinistea as early on as possible with 4 copies of VIP Pass, 3 level balls, 3 Ultra Balls, and also 1 Quick Ball, 1 Great Ball as well. So Ultra Ball helps us get our evolution cards, it helps us get anything as we all know. We have 2 copies of Research and 2 Zamazenta to help us draw cards early on in the game. Regal Stance allows you to discard your hand and draw 5 cards, but you have to end your turn using this ability. So it's a very good turn 1 going first. You get to use this ability to draw extra 5 cards after discarding your hand. If you have Cinccino and a lot of Polteageist in your hand though, you may not, it may be better not to use this ability because you can already evolve on your next turn. If you discard those cards, it's going to be quite difficult to get them out because we have no rescue carriers for this deck. It may be wise to play 1 copy of Carrier, but we have instead 1 Roseanne's backup to help us shuffle back our Energy, Stadium, Tool, or Pokemon. 1 of each actually, Pokemon, Stadium, Tool, and Energy. So we get to shuffle back 1 Pokemon and 1 Special Energy just because we're not playing any Stadium cards or Tool cards for this deck. So we are intending on shuffling back our Twin or Double Turbo. Only 2 copies of Double Turbo because we are doing damage with this deck and we want to be hitting as high damage as possible every single turn, doing a VSTAR knockout with either our Minccino Anger or Mad Party. We have 4 copies of Twin Energy and only 2 Double Turbo, 1 Manaphy to help us protect our bench Pokemon just because we are playing very low HP Pokemons here. Bunnelby only 40 HP, Cinccino 90, and Zoroark 120. But after transforming, it's actually going to get 10 HP lower. So Wormadam only 110, and as we all know, Polteageist only 60 HP as well. So if they play Dragapult, they can actually place damage counters and kill a lot of your Pokemons in a single turn. So that's not good if they place damage counters on your Pokemon. So that's all for the list. We have also 1 boss order to help us target one of their Pokemons on the bench, and that's it. So let's go ahead for gameplay and see how well this deck works. Okay, let's go ahead for the first game. They have a Marnie deck box, a Marnie coin, Marnie. We have the new Roxanne, by the way, which is kind of the same as Marnie. Both players shuffle their hand back into the deck, and then you draw 6 cards, and your opponent draws only 2 cards. But you only get to play Roxanne if your opponent has at most 3 prize cards remaining, 3 or less prize cards remaining. If they have more than 3 prize cards, you don't get to play Roxanne. Kind of like your Ace Trainer. Ace Trainer for the expanded format, you get to play that card only if you have more prize cards than your opponent, and your opponent draws only 4, you draw 6 cards, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So Roxanne is so much more broken because you draw 6 cards, your opponent only draw 2 cards. We actually got 2 VIP passes for this game, which is really very lucky actually, but we got 4 copies in the deck though, so it's kind of expected to get at least 1, right? Sometimes you get none though. So let's get a Zamazenta. And we're gonna get another Minccino, and attach the energy, prepare for the Polteageist evolution, get another Met Party card to discard with Regal Stance. And now we get to do our Zamazenta's ability to draw 5 cards. So they're playing Arceus V-Star. Arceus with a water type. I wonder what type of water are they playing. Ice Rider, probably, because it's a meta deck. Very meta. We have Choice Belt for Ice Rider as well. You can play. They can use Ice Rider to kill a V-Star now. 250 plus 30 damage, enough to knock out Charizard, obviously because it's a water type. Enough to knock out Arceus V-Star, Leafeon V-Star, but not enough to kill Leafeon if they use Leaf Guard on their last turn. So you need to do an Escape Rope Boss Order to kill that Leafeon. Or just snipe it with a Inteleon on your next turn. So Inteleon Quick Shooting, still broken as hell. Still hogging the format as usual. Some cards are just not leaving the format until the last minute. Shady Dealings is gonna stay in the game for such a long time. Shady Dealings. I mean, Rillaboom Voltage Beat is kind of quite strong, but not as strong as your Inteleon Drizzle combo. There's no Cinderace. Like Cinderace Libero is really strong, but it's not a supporting card, is it? It doesn't really help. It doesn't really help if you play with other decks. It doesn't support your other decks, as opposed to Rillaboom helping your grass deck and Inteleon helping any decks. Inteleon is the most versatile one. You get to play it with any card, any VMAX, any V-Star, anything. And people are just spamming that card everywhere. They just use their Starbirth for two cards in their deck. Search their deck for any 2 cards. So quite a broken ability, isn't it? But they didn't use it to search for much though. I think they just searched for an energy and the Lumineon, because it was quite weird that they actually have a Lumineon and they discarded everything from their hand with a research. So I really wondered what they searched for with their Starbirth. I think they actually wasted their ability on the last turn right there. On this turn, my bad. I would have just saved that ability later on to get like my Ice Rider VMAX, Inteleon, Quick Shoot. Something that is worth using the ability for, really. So let's do T-Break first. We got the first evolution. We're gonna do Ultra Ball. We got double Ultra Ball. We got a research. So let's just do Quick Ball, discard an extra Mad Party card. Ultra Ball. We only get to play 1 though. That's fine. It's better to do research, right? We're gonna get Cinccino. Well, let's just get Polteageist. So Polteageist and then double Cinccino if we can evolve it with our research. That's how we get a level ball at least. We got a level ball, we got 2 Cinccinos and a level ball. So we're gonna save the level ball for a Met Party card. Try to do our Met Party this turn. So we need to be attacking the Arceus right now, because we can't actually do a one-hit knockout. We can target the weakness. We can actually do a one-hit KO against Arceus with our Sandy Cloak Wormadam, because Sandy Cloak is a fighting type. That means it's a rock ground, my bad. That means we can actually kill the Arceus quite easily. We just need to discard 11 Pokemons, and by now we would have already done that because we did Regal Stance twice. We did our Cinccino Mad Party 4 times. We did a research as well. Sorry, T-Break, not Mad Party. Make do T-Break. And now we're gonna attack with double turbo, doing 20 less damage, which is fine. I don't think we have a choice. So we just need to do 1 or 2 more discards. So we're doing 140 with the Twin Energy for the Polteageist. And if they knock out our Met Party card, if they boss order the Zamazenta, kill it though, they can do that quite easily with their shady dealings. They're gonna avoid that extra 20 damage, so we need to use like... It's quite easy though because we have already T-Break in play. So we just need to do one more T-Break to kill the Arceus with our Poltegeist. We need 2 more T-Breaks to kill it with our Bunnelby because it has double turbo. 160 is enough, but if they heal it though, let's hope they don't play Lucky Ice Pop. That card is like the most annoying heal card ever, because you can just flip heads all the way throughout the entire game and heal everything with that one copy of Lucky Ice Pop. It's madness. I've seen that so many times. People playing that card, you know, flipping heads all the way through. So many heads. It's madness. Okay, they're doing Trinity Nova, their first Nova. Ice Rider is evolving this turn probably. They don't need to do that much damage though. They can actually do Rite of the High King for Ice Rider without discarding their energy cards. Unless they want to be killing a Zamazenta. So the only V card we have in play is that Zamazenta, and we are not benching any more V cards. We are not using Lumineon. We have no Crobats in this deck. So that's our only liability. That's the only possible solution for our opponent to get by against our one price deck strategy, because if they kill Zamazenta, they can draw an extra price card and somehow accelerate their gameplay, accelerate their plan and strategy. If they draw prize fast enough, they may actually win this game, but we are drawing prizes much more easier because they're playing VMAX and V-Stars, and they're not attacking. They can actually attack with Inteleon though. It would be smarter to do that, but they can't actually attach energy with Trinity Nova to their non-V cards. So Nova only allows you to attach to your V Pokemons. I think on your bench, I think probably on the active as well. In any way you like, I'm pretty sure they have. I'm pretty sure it says that. So that means you get to attach to the active, but they already have 3 energies on the active. I don't think they need to do that. Arceus has no other attacks. Okay, so we got a boss order. We're gonna save it for later. We're just gonna kill this Arceus right now. We're gonna Ultra Ball for something. Let's just T-Break first. We need to be benching either a Burmy or a Zorua. So let's do the Zorua because I'm pretty sure we discarded quite a lot of Burmys already. We cannot attach to Zorua because after transforming, you're gonna have to discard that special energy. So you can only attach to the Zoroark after transforming into either a Wormadam or a Poltegeist. So make sure you don't forget that, because upon transformation, everything gets discarded. Your tool cards, your special energy. I don't think there's anything else you can attach to it. Your basic as well. So you have to discard the basic, the attached basic on your Zoroark. So Zorua gets discarded. That means you actually get an extra card in your discard pile, doing 10 plus damage for your Matron's Anger Wormadam. So that's why Zoroark Wormadam works so well. But for this deck though, we're trying to experiment with Met Party. So Wormadam Met Party to make this combo work even better, because someone else actually built this deck already. So someone else built a Wormadam Zoroark deck, which was initially my idea, to be honest, because I built a Hatterene Dripping Grudge, Hatterene Cinccino with Altaria, and Hatterene with Zoroark, obviously. Hatterene Zoroark Cinccino Altaria, and Hatterene Zoroark Cinccino no Altaria. So I built those decks before Brilliant Stars came out, quite a while ago, actually, a few months ago. And then someone when Evolving Skies came out, right? When Evolving Skies, once Zoroark got released, I actually built the Hatterene deck because I was quite interested in making it work. The Dripping Grudge, very interesting attack. You can actually use a Spiritomb as well. Same attack, same effect. Place 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon for each Pokemon in your discard pile. So we have now the Wormadam, which does the same thing but doing damage instead, plus 30 base damage. So that's why Zoroark is such an important combo. So that was originally my idea actually. Zoroark with your Hatterene is stage 2 though, so it doesn't work that well. But you can actually transform to a Hatram and then evolve on your next turn to do a Dripping Grudge. Or even transform to Cinccino, you can even transform to Altaria, any stage 1 that you want. So it's a Pokemon ability box deck. It's a full-on type box as well, because we are playing 4 different types to hit twice the damage. So we're gonna do our Trash Cloak this turn, transform into Wormadam Trash Cloak, doing double damage against the Ice type. We have our Metal Pokemon with our Twin Energy. Wormadam Trash Cloak from the city. From inside the building, probably. I have no idea why it's pink though. Is it pink because it's in the office? Like office ribbons, office supplies. Wormadam decided to use office supplies to build a cloak and protect itself from foreign entities, adversities. And we actually knocked it out with one hit KO against a VMAX, striking the weakness, doing double the damage. Look at that. Matron's Anger, 420 damage. I don't think 𝘸𝘪𝘵 could even survive that, but 𝘸𝘪𝘵 has no weakness though. 𝘸𝘪𝘵 has no weakness, so it's not possible for us to do 420 against 𝘸𝘪𝘵, because we don't have that much Pokemons to discard. I think we only have 38 Pokemons in this deck, so we can do up to maybe 300 damage, 330 damage with our Matron's Anger at the last, at the final countdown, because we actually need quite a lot of Pokemons in play as well. That means we need to bench Cinccino, Poltegeist. We cannot actually afford to discard everything, and we only have 38 Pokemons to discard. So I would say the final damage, the max damage we can do is 280 or 290 plus 30 base damage obviously. So I don't think it's that easy to do a one-hit knockout against a VMAX. A VSTAR definitely is possible, definitely, but a VMAX I don't think is that easy unless you strike the weakness. Okay, another transformation. We're gonna do a Poltegeist this turn. We may just do a Poltegeist. I don't know really. Oh, we can actually discard the Sandy Cloak and then transform to the Sandy Cloak. If we do that, we can hit the Arceus for double the damage. Oh, but they actually paused the turn though. They paused the turn not killing the Trash Cloak. That means they gave us a free knockout. So we can actually win the game right here. We got 1 prize left. My bad, we actually won already. So we should actually keep the Zoroark for a weakness transformation. I forgot about that. We should be targeting weakness. So if they have Ice Rider, we should be transforming back to the Trash Cloak and then hitting double the damage again with the same attack with the same type. So now we're up against a fighting deck. Fighting type could be Rock type, Ground type, Colossal VMAX. I don't think there's any Rock V-Stars. Shaymin V-Star. I don't quite like the V-Star power though, because it's not that strong, but I'm quite interested in making it work, because it's always a challenge to make difficult attacks or abilities work. Star Bloom doesn't do a lot. It does a heal effect. Heal effects are always conditional and temperamental, because if your opponent plays a one-hit KO deck, you can't actually hope to heal your Pokemons and, make use of that ability. Healing is going to be totally useless. Like a Urshifu, Single Strike anything really. Single Strike anything can do a one-hit KO right now. With the release of new cards like Choice Belt, it's madness. Karen's Conviction as well. They can just do that for 1 prize Single Strike deck. Okay, we got VIP Pass, 1 copy, that's fine, 1 is good enough. Gonna do Research and then Regal stance. If we get way too many Poltegeist in our hand though, we may just not do the Regal. And we got another VIP for our research. And we're just gonna bench the Manaphy because they are probably gonna play Urshifu with a fighting deck box and Rapid Strike Pokemons in play. So Rapid Strike with fighting, that is kind of, you know, self-explanatory. It's kind of evident that they're gonna play Urshifu VMAX. So that one copy Manaphy is gonna help us a lot. We got Roseanne to shuffle it back if we need to. So Roseanne's backup helps you shuffle one copy, one of each Stadium, Tool Card, Pokemon, and Energy. So you get to shuffle back Energy as well into your deck. So basically 4 cards, up to 4 cards. You can actually choose not to shuffle any Pokemon, or choose to only shuffle 1 Energy or something like that. Okay, they played their Urshifu already. 1 Rapid Strike Energy attached. They're playing Inteleon Quick Shooting as well. Quite annoying because Quick Shooting is gonna kill our Pokemons quite easily. They can Quick Shoot the Sinistea, so we have to evolve our Poltegeist fast. They can actually Quick Shoot the Manaphy as well. I think that's what they are trying to do. That's probably their best bet though, right? To kill the Manaphy with damage counters first, and then play the GMAX Rapid Flow at the last minute, killing 2 Poltegeist. If they kill 2 Poltegeist with 1 hit, then we're done, because we need that Psychic type to kill the Urshifu with 1 hit. If they leave it way too late though, they're not gonna be able to avoid a knockout hit. Because I think Matron's Anger is enough to kill the Urshifu. If we can discard enough cards, we need 30 discards though. I don't think it's that easy. 30 Pokemons in the discard pile. It's quite a challenge. Or we can actually use Bunnelby with 15 Met Party cards in the discard pile. But it's still not enough. We need 330 damage. I don't think Met Party... Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible for Met Party cards to do a VMAX knockout unless you have Choice Belt. So our only hope is to play... bench as many... You know, once they kill the Manaphy, bench as many Sinistea as we can. I don't think we have that many to spare anymore. We have 1 last copy of Sinistea, and Roseanne is only going to get us 1 extra one. So Zorua Sinistea is going to help us transform back to another Poltegeist, and then hit the weakness with our Mad Party. We got a level ball. We're going to do T-Break. Here comes... What are they gonna do? I think they're gonna just strafe this turn. Strafe to retreat to a Sobble maybe. I think they're probably gonna retreat to the stage 2. If they retreat to the stage 2 though, we can kill it quite easily. So they may just retreat to the Sobble. They should have done a strafe, right? Might as well do a strafe, because you're gonna retreat anyways. I think they were scared of us doing a boss order, because if they strafe, that means we can put our Poltegeist as the new active, and then that would give us the idea of doing a boss order, knocking out the Urshifu. Otherwise, we wouldn't have retreated, wasted our energy card, right? If we retreat right now, we would be wasting our own energy cards. But I would have just done the strafe though. It's a free knockout. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Okay, we got Burmy. We're doing Ultra Ball to discard 1 Pokemon and a VIP. Let's get a Met Party card for T-Break, for our final T-Break. Okay, let's do Met Party killing that Sobble. Okay, they're running out of time really. We just need a Urshifu knockout and another 1 prize. So if they don't kill Manaphy fast enough, I think it's a bit too late for them already. Because they need another turn to kill the Manaphy. But once it's dead though, they can do their Urshifu. So they gave us another knockout this turn. That means we just need to kill the Urshifu VMAX to collect the win. We just need one VMAX knockout to win the game. We need to be thinking of using Wormadam. We may be able to do Wormadam to kill the Urshifu. I don't think it's that easy though. We need 30 Pokemons in the discard pile. Can we pull it off? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have exactly 8 Pokemons in play, excluding the active, because the active is probably gonna get knocked out. If they kill 2 Pokemon cards, plus the Manaphy, that means we have only 5 Pokemons in play. 5 Pokemon cards in play, including Burmy, the basic Burmy, and the basic Sinistea, obviously. If they kill both the Poltegeist and the Manaphy, then we got only 4 cards in play. So I think it's quite easy to do a Urshifu VMAX knockout, because we have 9 cards left in the deck. We can't actually discard though. Oh, I forgot. We have no way of discarding our hand on the next turn if they do a double Poltegeist knockout this turn. So we just need to hit the Urshifu twice. But they got their Medicham though. Here's where the game becomes very, very scary. Because they got Medicham Yoga Loop to do an extra turn of Inteleon. That means they can actually do Quick Shooting twice. And doing Quick Shooting twice, 2 turns in a row, means they can actually kill a lot of our Pokemons in a single turn, drawing multiple prizes with that ability, and doing another strike, hitting again with another Rapid Flow. So it's gonna be quite ridiculous. So they got 3 prizes this turn. Fortunately, they didn't do their Yoga Loop, because if they could have done it though, they could have done a Yoga Loop, but they didn't get their Rapid Strike energy because they have no Octillery. They're playing so many Inteleons, I suppose. That's why they don't have Octillery. But if they did it on the last turn, they can actually do another Inteleon and then play the Gmax Rapid Flow after doing the Yoga Loop. That's going to collect them 4 prize cards in a single turn, essentially a double turn. Okay. So right now we're just gonna bench as many basic. We actually won the game already, because we just need to kill the Urshifu. They didn't kill our Poltegeist. They left one. That means we don't need to discard any more cards. We don't need to. We actually have 2 Pokemons left in the deck, but we can't discard our hand that easily. So I was actually quite worried at this point in the game, because I thought we need more to win the game, but we actually just need to kill the Urshifu and we already got the win. We already got the knockout with our Poltegeist hitting twice the damage, Psychic type, Ghost type actually. So I was thinking like, how in the world am I gonna get past that Medicham? Because after this Urshifu gets knocked out, Medicham is gonna come in and do a double turn, earn them an extra turn of Quick Shooting, and they're gonna kill the, so many Pokemons in one hit. But I forgot that the game has already ended with our Mad Party strike, the final strike for 3 prize. Okay, let's go ahead for the next one. They have a Charizard VMAX deck box. So VSTAR is actually not Dynamax. VSTAR is actually not Gigantamax or Dynamax, but VMAX is the Dynamax form. So quite interesting, isn't it? There's a cost to being a Dynamax, I suppose. And there's no extra cost to being a VSTAR. Okay, we're up against a single strike deck now. Single strike Flareon, I think. Okay, Okay, we got 1 Sinistea and 2 level balls, really good. Zamazenta already in hand. Oh, it's a single strike Gengar. So Gengar Urshifu deck. We got Minccino. We're gonna bench another one. We should be getting another Sinistea. I don't think we should play Regal Stance, but I don't know, because we have a research. We can do research the next turn if they don't play a Marnie, but they're probably gonna do Marnie, so let's just do our Regal Stance. I'm really scared of Marnie, so I don't care if we have to discard research as long as they don't Marnie and waste us that extra 4 discard. 3 discard, actually, only 3 discard. But 3 sometimes is enough to help us win the game. To, you know, accelerate our damage surplus, our damage boost. Okay, they got Dark Slumber doing 40 damage, enough to kill the Bunnelby, but they couldn't do it because it's their first turn, my bad. They couldn't do their single strike Roar without Houndoom. So on the next turn, they can already evolve to the VMAX, avoiding a knockout hit. That means we need 2 strikes to kill the VMAX card. We just need 1 strike to kill the V card though, so they better be evolving, right? Might as well just evolve. And do Panic Fear for 60 damage. So let's do our Ultra Ball for Cinccino. If we do that though, we're gonna have to attach the energy and not draw cards with Cinccino this turn. But I don't think we have a choice because we can't actually do anything else. If we draw a Met Party card, we're gonna have to discard it on the next turn because we already exhausted all the Poltergeists. We could actually transform into another Poltergeist and then get a Met Party card with that Ultra Ball, and then discard the do a 3rd T-Break on the same turn. But we should be transforming to a Wormadam though, because they are playing a poison type. That means we can actually kill it. We can actually kill the... I forgot that we couldn't do our Regal Stance because of Path to the Peak shuts down V-card abilities. So we're hitting the weakness against Gengar because it's a poison type. Sandy Cloak does twice as much damage. So no boss order, that's great. No boss order means we get to do our Matron's Anger the next turn. I don't think we can kill it though, because it's a VMAX. We need a lot of discarded cards. 14, I think. 13, my bad. Just 13. We just need 13, but we got only 7. Only 7 discarded Pokemons. That means we need a lot more. So we're gonna have to do a double. We're gonna have to hit it twice to kill the VMAX, unfortunately. But that's fine, we're just gonna put forth the Sandy Cloak. We got Zoroark to recycle that Sandy Cloak. So we're just gonna do our Make Do. T-Break. Hope for energy or something. Another research probably. T-Break again. We're gonna attach the Twin Energy to the Poltergeist. We got a Level Ball and we're gonna get a Zoroark actually. If we get a Zoroark, we can transform with Ultra Ball later on. And then, attack with the Sandy Cloak a second time. But apparently we just did a Minccino. So I don't think we have any Zoroarks inside the deck. No Zoroark. We discarded 2 Zoroark already, oh my goodness. So that was the last transformation. That was the final transformation. And we didn't even have a Burmy. That means that was the first and last Wormadam. So this is quite annoying. This Wormadam is not able to do a second entrance. It's dead and done. you know, it's donezo after this turn. After the knockout, it's gonna stay dead. So we got Cinccino make 2 for the next turn. We're gonna Ultra Ball after doing the first make 2. Oh, they just boss order something else. They targeted 2 prize. They should have done it later though, because I mean Wormadam can actually kill you quite easily. If they do it later though, they're gonna waste those energy attachments, right? So might as well do the boss order right now. Because they got 3 energies already attached and they can do so much damage, might as well just target the V card. I'm not sure if that's too smart though, because we can actually do a lot of damage with our Wormadam. That means we can keep it at the bench spot until we need it for a VMAX or a V knockout. They're probably not going to evolve the Gengar anymore, because they know our strategy now. If they evolve to the VMAX, it's going to be quite stupid of them. Because by now we can already do a VMAX knockout with our Sandy Cloak, obviously. We can't do a VMAX knockout with our Poltegeist unless they do their single strike roar enough times. If they roar, place damage counters, we can actually do a one-hit knockout. So let's do Ultra Ball, Double Turbo. I think we already attached our energy cards. So we're gonna get a Burmy and then possibly evolve to the Plant Cloak on the next turn. We're gonna T-Break. Oh, we already done T-Break, so no more Ts. All the sipping Ts are done. T sipping. Okay, we got 1 twin, 1 boss, and a research. So all we need to do is boss a 1 prize on the bench after a V knockout, and we're good, we're done. If they boss the Sandy Cloak right now, we need 2 strikes to kill the VMAX. If they kill it with Gengar, the V card, we just need 2 more strikes to kill for 2 prize plus 1, winning the game with the last 3 prize draw. Okay, the Marnie, which is horrible because now we have a shit hand, but we can still save ourselves with our abilities, Make Do and T-Break, triple ability for 6 cards from the top deck. And discarding cards from our hand is actually helping us do more damage with Wormadam and our Met Party Poltegeist, obviously. Okay, let's do a V knockout this turn and then draw the boss order, prepare for our prepare for the Houndoom knockout, because we want to be killing. Well, we can actually kill anything to win the game with our Poltegeist, because it's so late in the game. We're probably gonna have at least 10 Met Party cards in discard pile, doing 200 damage at least, and we just need 130 to kill the Houndoom. So Poltegeist is enough. We just need 180 to kill the Crobat. So if they put the Crobat out, we're gonna need like 10 Met Party cards discarded. 200 damage. 9, at least 9, my bad. 180 damage. They should be attacking with Houndoom, because that's their 1 prize ticket. But I think the main attacking card is Gengar, obviously, but if they were smart enough, they would have just attacked with Houndoom first and make use of Dark Slumber to force us to go to sleep and buy them extra few turns. But it's over now because they can't attack with Crobat, they can't attack with Urshifu unless they do a switch. So they conceded. We got a mystery gift. Okay. So we won against Single Strike quite easily just because it is a VMAX. If they play one price, it's going to be a bit more difficult to win just because we are playing one price as well, but we're actually quite slow. We need to set up our damage, the amount of damage that we need to do by discarding our Pokemon cards. We need to set up our bench Pokemon by getting our abilities out, our Cinccino and Poltegeist. If we don't have those abilities in play, we can't discard and draw cards into our hand. We only have 2 research in this deck, so we're relying on those abilities to help us get a good hand and then basically evolve and discard over and over and over. Okay, now we're up against a metal deck. Zacian Bronzong, probably. 𝘠𝘪𝘵𝘪𝘵 maybe. Okay, since they're playing Articuno, it's probably a V-Union deck, a Zacian V-Union with Bronzong. And there we go, we got a Zacian. Here comes Intrepid Sword. We got a VIP pass, 1 level ball and 1 quick ball. So we get to do Regal stance again, which is awesome. We're gonna get, as usual, 1 Sinistea and 1 Zamazenta. Sinistea helps us evolve and attack, use the ability to discard draw, plus, a possible potential attacker. So getting one of each is safer. If you get both Sinistea, it may be a bit more difficult to evolve. And we actually don't have any more Poltegeist after the discard, so we are forced to get another Minccino. They just put an O-Phase because it was quite lucky that we got a VIP, a level ball, and a quick ball. But if we didn't get those cards, we would at least got our basic Pokemons out already, because we are playing so many basics, so many Pokemon cards, and quite a lot of balls. We got 3 level ball, 1 quick ball, 1 great ball, 3 ultra balls, and 4 VIP pass. So those cards actually help us accelerate our setup to make sure we have enough basic Pokemons to bench so that we get to evolve on our second turn, multi-evolve into our Cinccino and Poltegeist, and then use those abilities as much as we can, as fast as possible, to draw, discard, until we get to do as high damage as possible by our 3rd turn. If we can't attack on our 2nd turn, it's fine, we still get to use Regal Stance a 2nd time, unless they do a Path to the Peak. We cannot avoid a Path to the Peak just because we have no Stadium cards. So that 1 Stadium is going to completely destroy Zamazenta for us. We cannot attack with Zamazenta either just because it needs a Metal Energy, so we have no Aurora Energy, no Metal, nothing but Double Turbo and Twin Energy. Double Turbo actually works for Zamazenta. So we got Cinccino, we got a Great Ball and Ultra Ball, which should be fine. We discarded quite a lot of cards. They actually didn't attack, so that was quite a surprise. Here comes the Zacian V Union, almost, because they discarded quite a lot of pieces already. Okay, they got the Bronzong out, Metal Transfer, and they just bossed the Zamazenta, killing us. It was quite a surprise that they didn't attack on the last turn. They used Intrepid Sword. I suppose they wanted to get a good hand, and they were expecting us to do a Zacian knockout with Mad Party, I suppose. But we haven't even discarded enough cards to do a V knockout yet. We actually need like 10, 12. My bad, we need 11 without the cape. We need 11 Mad Party cards in the discard pile to do a Zacian knockout. So they should have definitely done Brave Blade on the last turn. But I guess they were saving because they don't have the switch cards, maybe? They actually need switch Air Balloon, and since they're playing the V Union, they don't have that many switch cards anymore. So playing V Union for Zacian is actually quite risky. I don't think you need the V Union, honestly. If you're playing Zacian, might as well just play your Rusted Sword. But V Union though actually does a lot of damage, 320 for Master Blade, and you get to kill anything with your Brave Blade. You get to attach Brave Blade to the V Union. You get to attach Choice Belt as well. Sorry, I just said Brave Blade. Rusted Sword. You get to attach Rusted Sword to the V Union. Okay, let's do our second Ultra Ball for another Cinccino. We're just gonna discard Zorua. Gonna get Cinccino. Gonna attach the energy and then attack, kill the Zacian this turn, and hopefully they don't get their second one. If they somehow magically Metal Saucer, Raihan, and retreat to a new Zacian, then we're basically screwed because we have no bench. We have no attackers on the bench except for Zorua. We can actually evolve Zoroark, transform to either a Poltegeist or a Wormadam, and then kill the second Zacian. But we don't have a good hand though. We need to somehow get our Ultra Ball with Cinccino, because that's the only way we can search for Zoroark. And we have one last copy. One last Zoroark inside the deck. I don't think we have any more Ultra Balls though. We do have a Research. So Clara may actually help for this deck. Rescue Carrier Clara. I actually prefer Clara though, because you get to put it immediately into your hand and don't have to search it back. Okay, they did a Raihan Metal Saucer, super bad. That means they just need a switch. Quite easy to bench another Zacian, but can they pull off a switch right now? There we go, they got a ball for a Zacian, and they just discarded more pieces. So the V Union is coming, probably gonna come this turn. Here comes the Brave Blade. Fingers crossed they don't get their switch cards. If they switch this turn, we are so done. I don't think it's too bad though, because they need to kill 3 more Pokemons. All we need is a Zacian knockout and then somehow boss the Articuno. If they attack with the V Union though, it's going to be a bit more difficult. Oh, they can actually attack with the V Union, because 150 damage, 100 damage is actually enough. So Poltegeist dies very easily. If they play Quick Shooting Inteleon, Poltegeist cannot survive 2 turns. 2 turns is all they need. They can even play Medicham, as we saw earlier. Medicham with Quick Shooting is gonna be super bad, because we are playing such low HP Pokemons. You know, with Bunnelby, if we have Bunnelby in play, if you're planning on attacking with that card, and if you're stuck with a first Bunnelby as the active, you can actually Quick Shoot for the first one. Boss order something else to kill something on our bench, so that they get to target a Bunnelby later on in the game with Medicham and Inteleon to earn them that extra 1 turn. And snipe even more times with more Inteleons. So we got another bench, that's great. We're just gonna bench the Bunnelby because we get to attack with it later on. And we're gonna save the Twin Energy attack right now. We actually got double prize. They pass a turn not switching and attacking. That means we actually won the game already. We just need to boss the last Zacian. If they play Marnie though, we need 2 more strikes to win the game. I don't think we can kill the Zacian with 1 hit, because we have no fire type. We need to discard like 29 cards to do a knockout with Wormadam, Can we pull off a 29 discard by our next turn? We got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We got 20 discarded Pokemon, that's 230. And plus 2 with the Poltergeist knockout. Plus 2 more with double Cinccino. Plus another one with another Poltergeist potentially. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7 with research. That means we're doing 300 damage. So we need 2 more discard with either a top deck or another quick ball. So we got 2 quick balls, no more ultra ball. 1 quick ball, my bad. Oh, we don't actually have any more quick balls. We got 3 level balls, 1 quick ball, 1 great ball, and 3 ultra ball for this deck. So we used up all ultra balls, no more quick ball. So we can't discard our Pokemons in our hand anymore, other than with Cinccino. So we definitely cannot do a V-Union knockout on the next turn. Quite close though, we almost could do it. Because we have 290 damage, we can actually do, my bad, 310 damage. 310 damage with Wormadam, which is quite ridiculous, isn't it? Because it's already the final countdown, we can already discard so many. If we do the Cinccino first though, we can actually do the research at the last minute. So yeah, that would be smarter, because we can do the Cinccino to draw those Pokemon cards out and then research at the last minute. But if we do that, we're gonna empty ourselves, deck out ourselves, right? I don't think we have that many cards left in the deck. 9 cards left. So we actually have 2 prize cards left though. So that means we can actually do the Cinccino first, and then research to discard everything. So all we need is 1 last knockout, right? If we kill the V-Union, we win the game. If we kill the V card with a boss order, we win the game. So we definitely shouldn't use the boss order if they pass the turn. If they kill us, if they knock out the Poltergeist or anything, we should actually, aim to knock out the V-Union, because that is way more interesting. So we're up against Flareon now. Flareon VMAX. We got 1 Sinistea in play, 1 Zorua, nothing else. So we got 1 VIP, but we didn't get anything else. No basic in our hand, no level ball, no quick ball, or ultra ball. Okay, here comes the Flareon. Adventurous Discovery. Okay. Volcarona. Incense. They're trying to remove all non-energy cards from the deck so that they get to use max detonate for as high damage as possible, and also discard collect those energy cards in the discard pile for Volcarona to do extra damage. So the higher damage they get to do with Flareon, the higher damage they get to do with Volcarona. I think you actually need your single strike energy for Flareon, just because it cannot do a knockout, a VMAX knockout with 3 discards. You need your choice belt or single strike energy. So maybe 1 Houndoom in the deck. I wouldn't play Houndoom though. I would just play like 4 copies of single strike and 4 choice belt, and that's it. Because that actually helps you. If you do choice belt though, you can't do elemental badge. So you need Rose or Magma Basin. Magma Basin actually works really well with Flareon, but if you use Elemental Badge Magma Basin, you can actually attack immediately after you do, retreat with a cast form or something like that. Retreat with a 0 retreat cost fire type. But if you do that, you can't put in that extra, tool card for the extra damage. You're gonna need to rely on your single strike energy to do extra damage, and it's actually quite easy though, because we get to use Peony to get our tool card and the stadium, and then all we need to do is retreat with cast form, and that's it. Attach an extra energy from the hand, obviously. Maybe Cricket Tune for the last piece, because we actually need to evolve as well. So Flareon is quite difficult to play. Thank you, you have a good deck as well. But it does a one-hit knockout. It's a VMAX though. It's not that good because if you want to be doing a one-hit knockout, better to be doing that with a one prize than a VMAX, right? 𝘰𝘯𝘭𝘺 VMAX, Flareon VMAX does a one-hit knockout. Dragapult is like super strong. I would prefer playing Dragapult for VMAX because that actually helps you spread damage. Up to 16 damage counters. You get to play Horror Energy, Rocky Helmet as well. Old Cemetery, so it's gonna spread a lot. Inteleon, obviously. Okay, we're just gonna offer up a Sinistea. Hopefully get... Oh, we got a level ball. That means we get to play Cinccino this turn. Let's hope we get something good. If we can't attack this turn, we're forced to somehow survive another Max Detonate. I don't know what to do, honestly. We're just gonna T-break, maybe bench the Minccino, and then discard our hand with Regal Stance. We can't attack, we can't do anything else. Got no more Poltergeist. I think one last copy in the deck, I'm not too sure. So Regal Stance, we actually discarded the Minccino because we have no more Cinccinos inside the deck, I'm pretty sure. So we got a Burmy. We have to attack with Poltergeist the next turn. If they boss order kill that Poltergeist, we got another one ready to go. Ready to evolve. Let's hope the final copy is inside the deck and not in the prize. They just did a Marnie, which is quite bad because we have a Research in our hand. Research is like the perfect card to help us to set ourselves running. But we just got a Poltergeist drawn, which isn't gonna help because they're gonna knock out the Sinistea this turn. So that's dead. We have to bench a Zorua right now. We're gonna quick ball for something. Should we just do our Zorua, or should we bench a Burmy? If we bench a Burmy, we can evolve to Wormadam on the next turn. If they do a Marnie though, we can't evolve anymore because it's quite difficult to search for Wormadam. If we discard Wormadam right now, all we need to do is evolve Zoroark the next turn. But Zoroark is quite difficult to search for. Same thing. It's not a level ball card. So we're just gonna get Dedenne and discard with Quick Ball so that we get to do as high damage as possible. So we did a triple discard this turn, triple Met Party discard with T-Break, Quick Ball, and Make Do. That means we can actually knock it out with one double turbo. If we got Twin Energy, we didn't need to do triple discard. We just need 2 Met Party discards, which we already have with our ability. But just because we need, just because of the damage reduction by double turbo, we need an extra 1 discard, and Quick Ball actually gave us access to that. Quick Ball, Level Ball. So let's bench a Zorua. They're gonna kill us with Volcarona the next turn. So fingers crossed we get a Zoroark, some way of getting our evolution card out. If we don't get to transform, we're dead. We have to transform on the next turn. We got 3 prize cards though. That means, oh, we got it. We got our Ultra Ball. That's all we need. Ultra Ball for evolution, transform, and then Twin Energy. If they don't Marnie us, we actually got a perfect hand. Please don't use a Marnie, because we have only one Cinccino to rely on to get that Zoroark out. I don't think we are gonna fare too badly if they do a Marnie, because we have 14 cards left in the deck and we're probably gonna draw something. No Marnie, look at that, thank God. Okay, Air Balloon. Another Flareon. So if we kill the Volcarona, that means we just need to boss a Houndoom and we actually win the game with the final prize. We can even boss the Crobat and kill the Crobat later. But if we do the boss right now, we can actually deny them that VMAX. So we can actually, we have the extra option of doing the boss order this turn to kill the Flareon before it gets to do max detonate again. Because if they attack with Houndoom on their next turn, they are done. If they attack with Volcarona, they are done as well. Just because we get to, you know, just because we get to kill them. We get to kill them with either Med Party or Matron's Anger. We get to kill anything on the next turn if we do a boss order right now. So let's hope we get to bench something. We have for Sinistea, we actually have no more Poltegeist. So no more Poltegeist inside the deck. We cannot do a transformation into Wormadam. If we transform to Wormadam, we could have done you know, fighting a Sandy Cloak discard and then boss order the Crobat, but we don't want to be targeting the Crobat. We have to target the Flareon this turn. If we kill the Flareon, we can deny them that extra max detonate attacker. The stall as well, because if they play a VMAX and if they do a Marnie, we cannot play our boss order, no escape rope in this deck. That means we are forced to knock out the VMAX for the last prize, and we don't want that to happen. We don't want to waste our turn trying to do a VMAX knockout, which is quite impossible. Even though we have 10 cards left, we don't have any Wormadams on our, you know, on our bench. No Burmy, so we actually get to bench a Bunnelby and do a knockout hit on the next turn with a research for an energy. All we need is research for energy, so that means we have to do boss order right now. Flareon knocking out, sorry, doing a Flareon knockout quite easily with Med Party. There we go. That's like the perfect, the you know, the gambit, just the right move to help us seal the game. Because it's a checkmate. We're you know, we're cornering them to have no choice but to attack with, you know, either Houndoom or Volcarona, and whichever one they choose, whatever they do, we have one prize remaining and we just need one last strike. Because they cannot evolve the Volcarona, they can't evolve the Crobat. They may do a Crobat VMAX out of nowhere. Never know if they have that card, just, you know, just for spares. So now we just need to do a research. I'm pretty sure we have energies inside the deck. We don't need to do Roseanne for energy shuffle. There we go. We even got another Cinccino BRS to draw the last two cards from the deck and do extra damage with our Med Party. We got no more Med Party cards though in our hand, so can't actually do make do to discard extra one. I think we benched another Bunnelby, so that means we actually could have done 300 damage with that Med Party, the last one. Okay, let's go for another one against a fire deck. They have a fire coin and a dark box. We got Zamazenta and Zorua, no VIP pass at last. We finally got unlucky enough to get no VIP pass. We still got the top deck though. Let's hope we top deck something nice. A quick ball at least. We need something. Is it Eternatus VMAX? Is it 𝘰𝘯𝘵𝘵𝘐𝘓? I don't think it's 𝘰𝘯𝘵𝘵𝘐𝑓. It doesn't have a Crobat for that deck. Crobat could spell anything though. There we go, a single strike. A single strike Urshifu, single strike Tornadus. Darkness, so that means it's a Gengar. It's a single strike Tyranitar or Gengar. So we got one VIP pass from the top deck, super lucky. We are playing 4 copies though, I want to remind you guys, so I don't think it's that unlikely. We got a double turbo attached, that means we get to Regal Stance this turn and hope for evolution, either a Cinccino Level Ball, Ultra Ball, or a Poltegeist, and we got a Cinccino and Research, which is great. We got to bench the Bunnelby and attach the energy as well. But I wouldn't actually attach the energy to the Bunnelby. I would just discard it maybe. We can't do a Roseanne because we have no special energy discarded. We can shuffle back our Pokemon, but it's, you know, it defeats the purpose for this deck. Okay, here comes Research. Here comes the Gengar or Tyranitar. Pretty sure they're playing Gengar because Tyranitar needs to be benched quite much earlier. It needs 4 energies to do a VMAX knockout. Gengar just needs to evolve. You need 2 Houndooms and 1 energy from your hand. Choice Belt Gengar VMAX, and that's it. So they got another Houndour. Hiding energy. So we're up against another Gengar VMAX because we already faced up against a single strike just now. Single strike, Gengar VMAX and Urshifu. But this time they're actually smarter. This time they are smarter because they are playing nothing but Houndoom. They are attacking with Houndoom to collect all 6 prize cards. They are not attacking with Gengar until the last minute because they can still do a Zamazenta knockout for 2 prize. You know, at the final countdown. At the end stage of the game, when it's about to end, by doing a boss order at the last second. So let's just bench that because we actually got 2 twin energies. We can't discard both. We're just gonna bench the Bunnelby and then Poltegeist, kill off the Houndoom with our Mad Party. Probably gonna be able to do it, right? We have to. Let's just get the Galarian Rhyme. Oh, we actually got the Zamazenta because we have the level ball for a Mad Party card. So we're gonna get Dedenne, probably. We have to get a Mad Party card, right? Oh my god, we actually didn't. Oh, we got a Cinccino though. So if Cinccino could get us nothing though, we should have done level ball search for a Mad Party. Because we haven't even done our T-break. That was a mistake right there. We had to get, but we could do it right now. We had to get a Dedenne. That's actually smarter because it guarantees us an extra 2 draw and extra 20 damage with our... We're doing 20 less damage with double turbo as well. So, pretty sure we can knock it out already. It's definitely safer to level ball for a Dedenne. Dedenne or another Bunnelby. Oh, we actually couldn't do it. Look at that. It's not enough. We did only 20 damage because we did only double discards. So we got only 2 Mad Party cards discarded. That is quite sad. So we wasted that double turbo. We wasted 1 Poltegeist. Trying miserably, failing to knock it out. That was a big mistake. But if we send out the Cinccino, it's gonna be possibly even worse because we can't draw as easily with our T-break. T-break only allows you to discard a Mad Party card to draw cards. If you run out of your Mad Party discards, you cannot draw anymore. So we got another Poltegeist for the next turn. A Wormadam on the bench. We got a fighting type, so that's really good. The Sandy Cloak, ready to hit the Gengar VMAX if it evolves, ready to hit any 2 prize, any V card if they don't evolve, because they're all poison type, except for Houndoom. Houndoom is actually weak towards the grass type, but we don't need to hit the weakness for Houndoom because it's very low HP. So we're just gonna evolve everything right now. Poltergeist and Sandy Cook. Sandy. Wormadam. Madam's Rage. When I first saw the attack, people called it Madam's Rage because they translated from the Japanese set. But now that it's released Brilliant Stars, they actually named it something else. It's called Matron's Anger instead. Madam's Rage. So we got an extra discard with Cinccino, finally doing 120. 80, I think it's only 80 damage though. 120, there we go. My bad. So we got an Ultra Ball. We got another Burmy. So we should be doing Ultra Ball for a Bunnelby because they are attacking with nothing but Houndoom. So really smart, but I think they are running out of their Urn of Vitalities. They're running out of the Urn, which is a very good sign. They can actually attack with Gengar at the last minute. But it's not gonna help though. If they run out of the Houndooms, if they don't bench another Houndour this turn, they can't actually attack with Gengar that easily. They can do Dark Slumber, but they can't do a knockout that easily, can they? If we attack with Wormadam, they can't do a knockout. If we attack with Poltergeist, they can because it's a Dark type and they just need 40 damage. They just need that one single strike energy to kill a Bunnelby maybe. They don't even need a single strike energy. They just need the base damage to kill either Poltergeist or Bunnelby. But they can't kill Wormadam, that's for sure. So we have to attack with Wormadam on the next turn to try to prevent a knockout by Gengar on the next turn. Once all of the Houndoom dies, once they run out of the Houndooms, then we have to pass the turn with our Wormadam in the active spot. If they cause us to go to sleep, we can't actually switch or we can't do anything but flip the coin. So fingers crossed we get a heads. If they do Dark Slumber, they're definitely going to do that attack at the last minute. They may just evolve and Panic Fear. Panic Fear is enough to kill us, except if we have Wormadam as, you know, again, if we have that card in the active spot, they can't knock it out with anything but the 3 energy attack cost attack. So they need 3 energies to kill Wormadam, which is quite sad. Even with the Houndoom, because they need 3 single strike energies to boost up to 110 damage. 90 damage is not enough to kill the Wormadam. Crobat is not going to do enough either. 70 damage. So Wormadam is going to save us here. We got another Zoroark for the next turn. We're going to attack with Poltergeist right now, and then Wormadam the next turn. Let's hope they don't bench the another Houndour. If they bench another Houndour with the Rod or something, we're basically screwed because they got 3 prize cards left. All they need is to, you know, single strike Roar to the Gengar and then collect the last prize with the Houndoom. Collect the last 2 prizes with the Zamazenta knockout. So they got 1 knockout with Houndoom on the next turn, and then the last 2 prizes they can do a GMX Swallow Up to kill that bench Zamazenta with a Ball Sorter. Okay, they just put Crobat with Hiding Energy. That 1 Hiding Energy gives them so much. It helped them for the entire game. They got it so early as well. That means they get to retreat every single turn, which is so cool. For them, not for us, obviously. We got a Boss Order, so if they don't do anything this turn, we can kill anything. We shouldn't use the Boss Order though, because we want to be killing the Houndoom. If they have Houndoom, you know, they can actually kill us every turn. So we want to be killing off the Houndoom and forcing them to attack with something else. So I don't think we're doing Boss Order as yet. We should be keeping it until the very end. We have to target the we have to knock out the Houndoom this turn We have no choice. And then hope they don't do a knockout. We're just gonna evolve to the other Wormadam and then, you know, attack with the final one later, because we want to be keeping our Sandy Cloak for the Gengar. We want to be protecting it. We got a Zoroark though, so that means we get to transform. If they knock out one or the other, we still get to transform into any type we want. Any of the 4 types, the 4 key types that we have. Bunnelby BRS. Okay. So they got one last Urn of Vitality and not much more single strike energies in the deck. They gotta do... They have no choice but to do Dark Slumber right now. That's their only hope of winning the game. If they do Dark Slumber though, that means they're not evolving. If they evolve, it's gonna be even worse, right? I don't think they can afford to evolve, because we have a Sandy Cloak waiting for them to do a one-hit knockout. 3 prize cards left means they cannot afford to put a VMAX into play. That's gonna give us the final remaining 3 prize. We got a boss already in hand as well. So if they evolve this turn, we just need to boss, and that's the end. I don't think they're gonna do that though. Okay. They got the final urn, they played it just now. So they got 2 energies. They get to do it. Dark Slumber. Are they able to stop us from attacking? We have no switch cards, so fingers crossed we get a heads. We desperately need that heads. If we don't get a heads, we are done. So this is quite close. It all comes down to that one coin flip. If we flip a tails, we are so dead. If we flip a heads, we stand a high chance of winning. So it all comes down to that one coin flip. Look at that. We got boss order though. We can actually boss the Crobat. Oh, now we can actually boss the Gengar, but they can just hiding energy and kill the Wormadam if we do that. If they hide and attack with Gengar, they got the second last prize. That means after killing the Gengar with our Wormadam, they can just do the final knockout with a Crobat. Maybe it's quite difficult though. The final knockout is going to be quite difficult because they got no more single strike energy, no more Urn of Vitality. So how are they going to attack with... They can't do the final knockout really, because we're passing the turn with Wormadam on the active spot. So even if this one gets... Even if we flip a tails, we actually got a heads. That was quite lucky. Even if we flip a tails, they can't win the game. Because after killing our Wormadam, we have our Sandy Cloak in the active spot. Unless they do a boss order. Right, they can actually do a boss order on their turn. Kill something else. Like a Cinccino or something. I don't think they can kill the Cinccino though. 90 HP. Oh, they just need to do Pain Explosion. They can do Pain Explosion with the Dark Energy. So if they do a boss order, kill something else, they need another boss order on the next turn to do a knockout with the Venomous Fang. The Venomous Fang on the Plant Cloak, the Wormadam Plant Cloak. So they need 2 boss orders. If we flip a tails, they actually need 2 extra power cards. So they need a lot. They need a lot of ways to get past our 1 prize destruction deck. We're playing a full-on 1 prize attacker. They haven't killed our Zamazenta. If they can pull off a Zamazenta knockout, they can actually win the game this turn. But they got no more energies, not enough energies on the VMAX to do a 1-hit knockout on the V card or the VMAX. Pain Explosion actually does a Zamazenta knockout if they have 2 single strike energy. So if they have a Raihan, they can actually do it. Raihan, single strike roar. I don't think they have any more single strike energies though. Do they have it? Quite possibly. I forgot to count how many SS energies they have left. There we go. No Raihan, so we won the game. That was very close, wasn't it? There's a lot of ways they can actually win the game. I'm quite surprised. They can do double boss order, and right now they can actually do a Raihan. So there's a lot of options. Never underestimate a VMAX deck if you're playing a 1 prize, because they can still win. It's still possible for a VMAX to win a 1 prize, especially with Urshifu, obviously. But if we have Manaphy, we don't need to worry too much about Urshifu. And we can actually shuffle back the Manaphy with our Roseanne. So Roseanne allows you that extra 1 copy of, allows you the extra 1 rescue. You get to rescue an extra copy of Pokemon and your special energy as, of course, your twin energy or your double turbo. So we got VIP Pass, Quick Ball. We're up against a Psychic deck right now. A Ghost, Psychic, Fairy type. We get to bench a Minccino, a Zamazenta, and a Sinistea, plus an extra Quick Ball card. So they're playing Cursola, which is super bad. That means we can't play Bunnelby. We have one less attacker, thanks to the Gnawing Aura and that Old Cemetery. Old Cemetery is going to destroy us. If they play Zigzagoon, they can actually kill the Bunnelby with 2. What's the ability called again? Headbutt Tantrum. They can do Headbutt Tantrum twice to knock out 1 Bunnelby, because we have to attach from our hand. We have no other ways to attach energies. Cursola is gonna destroy us. So we shouldn't actually attach our energy this turn. I forgot about the Cursola's ability because I was quite certain we couldn't. We don't have to worry about the damage counters, but we actually need to, because even if we are Psychic type, even if we get to bypass the Old Cemetery, we cannot avoid Cursola's ability. So attaching to the Sinistea was a big mistake. As you'll see, we attached it on the next turn. We actually didn't do it this turn, my bad. We did it on the next turn. And we didn't attack as well. If we did it on the next turn, we have to attack, but we didn't actually hit the Cursola, because we can't do the switch and they haven't knocked us out yet. Zorua actually survived that hit because it has 70 HP. And they didn't kill the Sinistea, which is quite stupid. They should have targeted the Sinistea. The Sinistea is only 30 HP. The lowest HP Pokemon ever. I don't think there's anything lower than 30 HP. Shedinja is 30 HP as well. So that's the lowest ever. There's nothing less than 30, right? So we got a Cinccino for a Wormadam discard. We can actually discard something else. We're gonna get a second Cinccino. And we should be keeping that energy in our hand for the last minute attachment. But I'm always afraid of Marnie. You never know if they're gonna do a Judge or Marnie. I'm always like, I have the biggest phobia of those cards, always. And we didn't have no special energy in our discard pile, so we can't play a Roseanne this turn. There we go, we made the mistake of attaching the energy. That means they get a free knockout on the next turn. Because we can't even attack right now, might as well not attach the energy. I forgot about the ability, that's why I did that. So we're giving them a free Poltegeist knockout, which is like the stupidest thing to be doing. Are we gonna do Regal Stance? If we do Regal Stance, we can discard a lot, but we gotta research, so we can actually pass the turn. We don't need to do our Zamazenta just yet. It's the same as playing the research, right? Unless they do a Marnie. You never know if they're gonna play Marnie at the last minute. Okay, Zacian is getting ready to attack. Polo Missile is doing a lot for them. They're drawing 2 prize right now. They could have done 3 prize draw if they killed the Sinistea on the last turn. But if they killed the Sinistea, we probably wouldn't attach the energy on the next one. We would still be making the same mistake though, because we didn't realize that Cursola could do damage to Poltegeist with the ability. So we're gonna do Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and then research at the last minute. We can actually do Cinccino first before the research, but we don't want to be discarding our special energies. If we make do, we may draw our special energies in our hand, and that actually forces us to discard those energies, and we only have a limited amount to spare. We already discard Roseanne, that means we can't shuffle it back anymore. So we have to, you know, keep that in mind and make sure you don't discard your precious energies. And we just did a tea break. We should have done the research first, which is quite stupid. I'm not sure if it's too bad though. I don't think it's that bad. So let's just do a Burmy. We actually don't have any more Wormadams. We have a Trash Cloak. So if we do a Trash Cloak evolution on the next turn, we can attack and kill off the Zacian. Do we have a Trash Cloak? And we got it. We got it inside the deck. So all we need is to do a research right now. If we do a research, we have very few turns left. 7 cards left in the deck. I think it's not too bad. Let's just do the research. And discard the Met Party card so that we get to do higher damage. But we actually decided to bench that. So benching that means we have an extra attacker. If we don't get the Trash Cloak, at least we get to attack with Bunnelby the next turn. Bunnelby, because we already have enough Met Party cards to do a Cursola knockout. And if they kill the Poltegeist, we got another 20 extra damage for the next Met Party card. For the next Met Party hit, my bad. So we got another 2 Met Party extra discard. We're doing 200 plus damage already. 220. Okay, that means we get to kill either with Wormadam or Met Party, Bunnelby, the Zacian. The next one is going to be quite easy. But they got their 3rd prize card this turn. If they don't bench anything, there we go, we won the game. They didn't bench anything. That was quite sad, isn't it? Even if they bench, we can still win quite easily because we're ahead of them with that double price draw this turn. So no Trash Cloak, not yet, and we got the Trash Cloak. So we got another attacker prepared, ready to go for the next V knockout. If they play V on their bench, we just need to boss the last one. And we actually got to do a research to discard everything, doing a max damage of 300 even. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, we'll see you next time and have a great day. Bye for now, lovely people.